Finn, where do I find the assets? Where do
Hmm.
I find the
There's
Oh
a
shit.
description?
Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. Welcome to Nerds with Dice and our second season of Ironsworn, the Valley. The final season of Ironsworn, the Valley, because we're almost done with this, y'all. And I'm looking forward to it. Let me see if I can get the. Yeah, that I can do. We have merch. You can follow the link in chat for that, or go by NerdsW Dice on Twitter. Uh, and I am your GM for tonight, Synthetic. You can call me Sin. And everybody around here is about to tell you who they are, the character they're playing, name of yourself and your pronouns, character name, character's pronouns, and what are the vibes? What is your character feeling at this point? Because we had a bit of a heavy episode character wise last episode. So what are the vibes? Starting with Keldry.
Hi, I am Keldry, also Starless Solid on Twitter and Blue Sky, though mostly you can find me on Instagram at Starless Travel. I am playing Fen. Fen, my pronouns are AM Air. Um, and this little mountain spirit is feeling kind of stressed and pressed right now with the you're not dead revelation, because there was also the question of, wait, when was I alive? And that would be me. Thank you.
Fantastic. And moving on, let's go up and around the horn, so to speak. Abilasha.
Hey everyone, what's up? It's almost like yesterday. I saw you. I didn't see you guys, but I was on this channel. It's like yesterday. I'm Abhilasha Percival. I am a TTRPG player, a writer, and you can find me on Twitter at Doctor underscore Yborn on Blue Sky at Ombre Lesbian Night. My pronouns are he, she, they, and I am playing Suneri Dewdrop, a pronoun she, her, who is currently dealing with an unwanted guests plural situation, except the house is her head, and there are a lot of people there, so many people.
On the bright side, you'll never be lonely. Moving on to the next person, Abhishek.
Hey everyone, my name is Abhishek Batange. I'm a voice actor and TTRPG player. You can find me on Twitter at neon underscore Raiden. Same with Blue Sky. You can also find me on Instagram at Abhishek Batange underscore VO. I play the usually very quirky, funny, and adorable archer of the group Fury and Zine, who is not that today, because yeah, he just made a deal that ensured that, hey, that family you want to go see and that village you want to go see again, your family, your friends, all that, that's not happening anymore.
God, what awful plot points. Who would bring that around to you and bring that evil into your house? God, Danny.
Some obvious villain, I don't know,
Some elusive villain.
Speaking
Yeah.
of which, Danny.
Yeah, a GM is not a little sadistic.
Not at
He's
all, never that. Hi, gang, it's me, Danny's Corner, and I adore Sin a lot, I swear I do. Um, my pronouns are she, they. You can find me pretty much anywhere at Danny's Corner, except for Twitter, where my at is at Animated Pizza, don't ask why. And today I'm gonna be playing Afra, who is totally fine.
I believe that.
Okay. And last but certainly not least, Rise.
Hey everybody, I'm Rise, aka Sean, aka Raven Black Photography. If you want to find me on socials for some odd reason, you can find me on Blue Sky at Rise, where I literally post nothing because I'm just terrible at social media, or Instagram Raven Black Photography, where I do occasionally post pictures that I take. Tonight I am playing Roar the Hunter, who at the moment is dealing with kind of a mix of various things. I mean, there's the anticipation of this hunt that they're on. There is some confusion at the various, well, dead people he's been seeing on occasion that he didn't, make dead. And there's some underlying aggravation at the choices made by some other members of this party. Let's leave it at that. He, him, all around for me and Roar.
Who could you possibly be aggravated at? Couldn't be anyone around
No,
here.
I like people
Ah.
looking around like, oh, who could it be? It can't be me. You sure as hell aren't talking to me.
Never that. Never that.
So, last time you encountered a traitor, Trader, and the traitor made some trades. Some people took the trades, some people didn't. One person was offered something for free because the valley had taken so much from her already. And now you are at the edge of an endless desert. You see nothing in the distance. And when you look back, the oasis is also gone. You have one way forward, and it is through this place. So, what would you like to do?
Picture Roar is kind of standing, maybe a little dune or some kind of rise, looking out across this expanse of sand and rocks and not much else. And there with his arms crossed, scowling out across this standable desert. This is not what. Where are all the trees? Who lives in places like this? This is terrible. Why even make such things? This is just awful. Whatever God thought this up should be kicked in the shins.
As if to answer you, you see a skeleton rise from the sand in a silent scream and then fall beneath it.
That's just lovely. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate your input.
Is that really the strangest thing you've seen during your time here? I mean, I could tell you far worse things that I could definitely have seen.
Strangest? Probably not.
Fen
Timely,
looks over.
perhaps.
Fen looks over at Furion and Roar and goes, "You, 2, 3." Looking back at Afra, travel though, right?
Done much traveling, but always in places with things like trees and water, snow, things that are alive.
Lots of snow.
Lots of snow.
Tended to be more of a forest guy, but then that came here. So, kind of had to broaden my horizons a bit.
If it wasn't for that skeleton coming out, I was about to suggest like you guys like bury me up to my head in sand, for fun.
Maybe
But then
we
the
should.
skeleton came out.
Maybe we should. I don't know. Go figure out where the other people of the valley went, and also now we have two other people to deal with, unless we want to see our friend the Red Queen again, right?
I'd really rather not.
Fen
No,
goes,
she would.
yeah, I don't, I feel like she wouldn't, I feel like I don't really want to have that encounter a second time, considering.
Now,
Very
now,
true.
which organ of mine do you think this one will rip out?
You technically are currently made of either sand or water, which I know is strange for you, but I don't know what you had in terms of organs previously, so I couldn't tell you.
It could be your
Maybe
appendix.
something you don't need. A spleen. Something like that.
I was gonna say
You
appendix. That works too. Yeah.
Sand spleen.
append sans spleen would be. eh, maybe this time it'll be like the stomach lining. That
So,
which means I can just drink. I can just drink without it hurting or burning. That
so
might.
how do you usually find your way around? Just because I have never.
Well,
This is
there are various ways. Unfortunately, the desert makes most of them very difficult. Unless it is night, then you can navigate using the constellations and such. Though here, who knows what that would even look like. Um, we can attempt to look for signs of passage from. And just to refresh my memory, weren't we following people before we found the trader's tent?
Yes.
they
There
walked
were
off.
Yeah.
people that rose up out of the sand, marched toward the east, and fell.
Fen is going to look around and recalling all the way back to the first episode, actually, after they had poked the bonfire and then walked out onto the ground, is going to kind of kneel down and put a hand on the sand. And I want to use my invoke because I can use it to secure an advantage.
Okay.
So I want to try to use that to. I
Fair
want an
enough.
advantageous direction, I guess, is the way.
Okay.
That'd be nice.
Fair enough.
All right.
Go
so I'm
ahead
at-
and make your roll. You'll have a +3 right now.
Yep. Yes. Okay. That is a 3 on the action and a 3 and a 5 on the challenge, but it's a +3.
Okay.
Pretty good.
So is that strong hit?
That's a strong hit because you add it to the action,
Action, I
right?
believe.
Yes, you add it
Yeah,
to the
so
action.
that's 6. Yeah, so that's 3 and a 5 on the challenge and 6 total on the action.
Okay. So you
Which
get
means
to
I don't
choose
lose any
one.
of my invoke.
You can make another move now, not a progress move, and add 1. Or you can prepare to act and take 2 momentum.
Mm,
So it says you can't take a progress move off of it, but in this instance, I will let you pass that +1 to someone else if they want to make a progress move.
can I yeah, I would like to pass that to someone. So what's that? What were the conditions for that?
You would just add +1 to another roll. So right now, you're going to be doing the Undertake a Journey.
Yep.
And just so you all know, this is a dangerous journey. So it would be 2 progress per waypoint that you find. In this case, for this segment of the journey, it would be a wits roll to try to find the direction that you are going in the wastes.
Okay.
Which I would be very happy to make.
Who said that?
I will I will definitely pass on that +1. If Fen can help someone, they will, and I have to remember that I rolled a 3, so I would -1 from my invoke and then add the 3.
I cannot remember the way that one works offhand. Let me see if I can grab the assets real quick.
1 sec. I'm sorry. This is like my most confusing ability, and I had to lead with it, of course.
No, we love
No.
it. That's
Oh yeah,
the best. That's the best way to come back.
truly chaos is the best way forward.
In minor mystical or effect illusions, if you do suffer -1 essence, I knew I always take -1 and take +1 on momentum on a hit, so I'm already getting a +1 momentum. I'm glad I didn't pick the momentum then.
Fair.
I forgot that I got a momentum if I got a hit. Strong hit, you add the value of your action die to your essence track. I know I gained.
I think you had a 3 on
I
the
had
action die?
Yeah, I had a 3 on an action die, and I had a 3 for my essence, which is why it was 6.
So you'd be at +5 then.
Okay, cool. Yeah, invoke is weird. I'm sorry, guys.
No, it's awesome. You're good. You're good.
We got this.
So yeah, +1 to whoever wants to roll to navigate.
Fair enough.
And if you don't mind, Fen will offer a hand up to the rest of it, or to whoever, and be like,
Yeah, who would like
"Someone
to
help?"
take the reins, being that it is a wits roll?
Me. That'd be me.
Okay.
I would like to do that.
Yeah, I trust him.
Yeah,
I trust
yeah,
our hunter.
He got that.
All right, so it's a plus wits roll, so I get +3 for wits, then
And
the
then
plus
additional
wit,
+1.
+1 from
and then
me.
another additional +1 for my hawk companion.
Fantastic.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Oh
So that
wow.
gives me a roll of 4 plus 5, so that's 9 with a 6 and 7 on the challenge die. So that's straight.
Oh,
again.
easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Easy.
Oh yeah.
So
Same.
would I say that Roar just sees Fen kind of sit down and touch the ground, and the iron veins kind of slowly look like they're moving, and Aurora sees that when Fen reaches up their hand?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and kind of seeing this, and seeing the way the sand starts shifting, and slowly reveals not necessarily a path, but signs that someone has passed through this direction in the past, and it's left small scuffs and such like that, almost worn a vague track.
I actually think that it would be perfectly reasonable in this particular situation for some of the dunes to kind of move away
Ooh.
with Finn's action. And when that happens, you start to see a pathway of bone where previous people of the valley have failed their trek across the endless wastes. Now, the interesting thing about this path is that it moves not in a straight line, but in almost a jagged way, to where it's going up and to the right at one point, then comes across and then back. It seems like whatever path you need to take is very specific. Now, with that information, you mark 2 progress on that. Also, everyone loses 1 supply.
Oh boy.
Don't set that to 1. God damn it, cheat. That's not what I wanted you to do.
I fear it's getting ahead of itself.
I mean, if you want, I'm not
Don't do this.
gonna,
Don't do this. Don't do this.
No, no, no.
Just simply no.
Don't
Just
say it
simply
out
no.
loud.
Okay. So, with that, who would like to take the next leg of the journey, and how would you like to navigate this labyrinth? Danny.
Hi, it's me. Hi, Hunter Apprentice. Hey, how's it going? Um, I would real quick, Sin. Can you remind me how momentum works?
Yes, when you have momentum, you can replace the roll of the action die and just compare the momentum score to your dice that you've rolled.
Okay. But then I use up all the momentum.
You would go back to +2 or +1 depending on
Okay.
what you do.
Got it. Okay, now I need to do this. Then instead, see Afra dragging themselves along through this journey. They hate the desert. Um will I guess at some point she spent a lot of this journey looking at like the bones that they got,
Hmm.
sort of thinking about that, thinking about people's initial reactions to that. Um and then at some point they will essentially step up and go to Roar, sort of tug at his sleeve and say, I got it from here. I think I know the way from here.
All right, show us what you can do, little squirrel.
They sound very proud. And they turn around like they know what they're doing. They don't. But
Soneri gives you 2 thumbs up.
uh,
From
um,
from off in the distance of the wastes, you see a familiar face holding up 2 skeletal hands with thumbs up.
Oh my god.
Your spirit friend.
I'm haunted by a jokester.
I think after using I think
Dude, go
after
back to
using
sleep.
energy.
Okay, wait, I don't know the skeleton's gender. Why am I calling him dude? Go back to sleep. It's fine.
Sleep. I will say, hmm, could I like? How am I explaining? I actually want to do the same thing, like similar, and see go like the because the path is very specific. I feel like they would see the signs of like maybe not with the most stepped on, but what looks the most like as we're moving, what at what point does it feel like, oh, things are getting more untouched, or oh, things are looking the same as everything else. So that means we need to go a different way.
Yeah. Uh, there is a point, probably about a mile down the road. So Roar gets you about a mile in, and then once you get there, the sand kind of wipes away, and it is just a graveyard of bones.
Oh. Is there a path where the bones seem the most cracked?
Good thing to look for. Go ahead and roll, and we'll see.
Oh, Loyalist doesn't work on Undertake a Journey, I don't think.
Wait, everybody, hold on. Maybe. I doubt it. God, where is the? Hold on. There is anything. I'm trying to find my stuff for my spirit. That Joker. Oh, here we go. Not at all. Okay. Um, the sucks of it. So just to check, I could use my momentum to replace the thing.
Replace the action die.
The action. So I have 10 momentum. I can make my action at 10.
Yes, that would only not succeed if one or both of your challenge dice are a 10, because it has to be higher.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do that because my challenge was 6 and a 9.
Okay. Fair enough.
So I go down to 0 momentum.
You go down to 2.
Oh, to 2. Yeah, okay.
Okay. You are able to accomplish this. You do find a path where a lot of the bones are cracked and chipped, like there has been time where people seem to have walked over them. At one point, you notice some of the spaces are exceptionally large, as if something that was about 2 feet around stepped down onto these areas. Now, from here, there are 2 paths. There's one where the bones are chipped and laden, and that goes on a little bit to the south. And then there is this other path with the giant steps. And I will ask, which path would you like to take?
As we get to the crossroads, you see the way Afra leads is very like they move forward a couple times, crouch down, seems like stare or like search for something, and then it keeps skipping forward. And so as they get to this crossroads, they pause, sort of look both ways. And they turn to everyone and they point down at the path with the giant steps. I think we should go this.
Have you an idea what made those fairly large footprints there?
I'm assuming the giant that is also murderous and wants to kill us. Add another to the list.
I mean, the Forge Master was pretty nice, and also, just because it's a large thing, I don't know. Someone could have just been skipping boulders. Fen shrugs and is holding on to life, the rock.
Oh,
Someone could be skipping boulders, and that's something humans can do. Yeah.
you know, I because this is a tough decision, I will make a executive.
Executive?
Want to consult the bones?
Executive decision. For everybody, because I am good at this. Yes, I would like to consult the bones.
Oh my god.
Gonna make this decision by asking someone else.
Okay. So, consulting the bones would lead you to augury. I think that is a trait I can't remember off.
I have a asset called augur, but
Ah, yes. Okay. I'm going to make a roll.
okay.
And Danny, would you like high or low?
I don't like that question. Hi.
Okay.
Damn.
Oh no, the big dice is hard. Big dice.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Is that okay?
That was the decider.
He
Turn
said,
that thumb.
Danny, you have joined the
There it is.
club.
Welcome.
With that, Danny,
Uh-huh.
the augury turns out that the path of the giant steps would be more dangerous. It does not tell you which path is correct,
Oh, that sucks.
but there is less danger if you go the other path. There is more danger if you take the path of the giant steps.
So I want you all to know the way Afra like communes with these bones is like they turn around all confident so that their back is turned to everybody and their hair is like hiding everything. They crouch down and they like hold the bones up close to them so that nobody else can see what they're doing. um does this use up one of the bones because they had 4?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
The bones can be consulted at any point. They will give you information, but it's not always the information you're seeking.
Okay. And so I'll put them back in my sort of little bag and like I jump up, turn to everybody. I have redecided after thinking about it and with my intellect, and we should go the other way than what I said.
Okay. Sounds good.
If you say so.
You and I am very good at
Executive
what I do.
decision. Made an executive decision. Yes.
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 So which
I'm
one was the
very proud of
executive
you.
decision? Which path were you taking?
We're going the less dangerous one, please.
Okay. Fair enough. So you'll add 2 segments to it. You now have 4 segments complete. You take the less dangerous path. You get to a space where the trail stops and there are no more bones. From here, who would like to take over? Okay. Suneri, what would you like to do?
Okay, what I have forgotten so many things. What exactly are my options in this scenario? Because I don't necessarily know if I have any assets that can help with this.
That's fair. The flat roll is a plus wits. But what you decide to do could influence the roll. Oh, also, I forgot. Y'all are at another -1 supply, so you're at 3.
Oh, not nice.
Love that.
We're gonna
So,
need to
question for you then.
camp.
Uh-huh.
While Suneri is doing this, can I attempt to resupply?
Unfortunately, there are no available supplies with which you would not be able to hunt in a place where there is no game.
Yeah, we need
I
to add-
figured, but I thought I'd ask.
Okay, I Okay, so Suneri is going to do a little bit of mental calculation and detective work to. So essentially, we are trying. Okay, I just want to ask: are we the area, the place we're going to? Is it a place? Oh, Kitty. Is it a place? Is Are we going to a densely populated area, a sparsely populated area? Like what would be the information in my head?
A fair question. I'll answer your question with a question. Would you like to try to open up
Kitty
your
on Skype.
mind to hear the valley?
Yeah, that's what she's planning to do.
Okay.
Yeah, she has a little bit of grip on herself. She's kind of deciding to take it in a very sort of, yeah, this is now a new thing. I might as well like use it in some way because I don't want to be I don't want to be a baggage on the team. I need to use this. I need to help them out.
Okay. So with that, I'm going to have you go ahead and make an iron roll.
Okay. Okay, so that's a 5 plus 3 on my d6, so that's an 8, and a 0 and a 1 on my challenge.
So it would be a weak hit.
Yeah.
Okay. So you open up your mind to this. Uh, I'm going to tell you, because it was a weak hit, you're actually going to take 2 spirit damage as you are attempting to siphon information from all of the thoughts, which you now realize are the thoughts of the bones that you are trotting over.
Is spirit damage and endure stress roll?
It wouldn't be an endure stress roll, it would just straight up be spirit damage.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Ow.
Love
Sorry,
that.
sorry, Sin. Can I ask a quick question?
Mhm.
Does something happen when you're at 0 spirit?
When you are at 0 spirit is when, if you make an endure stress roll, you can face desolation.
Okay, cool. Good to know. Great. No reason at all. Thank you. Continue.
Yeah. It's not like she's on the brink already.
Okay. So, what you hear, most of it is desperation. But you do hear a couple of voices that are saying along the lines of turn back, turn around, double back, take the path again.
Okay. Uh, First of all, she doesn't realize that she's crying because she can like the despair is like very overwhelming. But she like looks back, tear streaks, the red eyes, and is like, um, uh, Afra, I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to override that executive decision. I think we made a mistake.
I, are you okay? Like after like
Um,
comes up to like
I'm fine. I'm fine. It's I forgot that if you're trying to tap into people's voices, I just thought it was a living. It's not. It's not just a living, and we've been walking on bones. It's fine. It's okay. Look, I I I will get a grip on myself. This will happen. I'm still a fucking
From
knight.
I think from the back of the group at that point, you just kind of hear a very like familiar voice say, Sunari.
Huh?
Sunari. The ring of the hammer.
Okay.
Yes, breathe. Esfin
Fine.
just kind of walks over and does not touch but steps right next to Suneri. What did they say?
Double back. Turn back. This is the wrong path to take.
You trust this?
I don't trust anything except you guys right now. But I I want to believe the valley wants to be free.
I can trust in that. Then Fen kind of looks back up to the group and goes, okay, so
There is a new executive decision. We are going back the way we came.
So you turn back
Right.
around.
Yeah.
When you do, it is a different bone field.
Oh, lovely.
It looks markedly different from what you had just walked through. It was not that the way was incorrect. It was that going that way forever would have been hopeless.
explains the zigzags earlier.
So with that, I'm actually going to go ahead and, even though that wasn't a progress move, I'm going to give you all 2 progress for it.
I'll take it.
I'm taking it. Oh my god.
I like progress.
Progress is pretty good.
I keep forgetting where to log that.
Same.
It's fine.
Where do
I'll
we
tell you
log
the
that?
important stuff after the game.
Cool.
I didn't know we should
You can actually track it on the character sheets because there
It's on page
are
2, yeah.
quests that you can.
Oh,
It's a
check it
very
out.
good character sheet. Can I just mention again, for anyone who has not played Ironsworn, the game is free. Entire game free. Go play it. It's wonderful. Anyhow, but yes, you turn back around and you see a new field. And in the distance, you see a shining light. Furion would be the last person that hasn't led in some way. What would you like to do?
With that shining light, is it any way to like? Is there any way to see like get a hunch as like, oh, is that our goal? Is that where we're going? Is that because I think during this entire ordeal of traversing like in this gigantic desert bone labyrinth, he's like, he's basically just like, get me out of here at this point, please.
Yeah, why don't you... We haven't done this a lot, but let's go ahead and have you test your bond.
Ooh.
And with this, you're going to be testing your bond to the valley.
Oh.
You've been here for the longest. Go ahead and make a heart roll.
Ooh, heart. All right. Let's see what we got here.
I just want to comment real quick while you're rolling that during this time as we're walking back, that Afro, if Sunehari would have allowed, Afro would have gone on her back because she is once again tired of walking through.
Sunehari would happily allow.
Great.
Honestly, yeah. Honestly, that was possibly might have been one of the best rolls I've ever gotten because I got a 3 + 3 6 on my on my action die, And I got a 1 and 2 on my challenge die. So
Nice. Okay.
Woo!
So there's a moment where you feel that ring of the valley, the ring of the Forge's hammer. And you know from your time that you've spent here that nothing is ever chance. You've set off going north and ended up somewhere in the southeast. The valley takes you places you're meant to go. I am going to go ahead and give you that 2 progress for that. And also from testing your bond, take +2 momentum. If you have maxed momentum, I'll let you give that to someone if they don't have max momentum. But that puts you at 8 of 10. Now, as a reminder, you don't have to fill the track. You can attempt to reach your destination at this point. By doing so, 8 would be the roll that you would compare your challenge dice to. Now, everyone has taken a turn, so we can go to anyone who would like to take the next roll.
What kind of roll is it?
If you would like, you could try to reach the destination, which reaching your destination, it would be an 8 that you would be comparing and just rolling your 2 challenge dice to see if one or both of them is under an 8.
okay.
I'll take that chance if nobody else will.
Okay. So
All
go
right.
ahead
like
and
those
roll
odds.
2 d10s.
Got it. 2 and a 9.
Okay.
So 1 is under.
1 is under, 1 is over.
Weak hit.
This is
What
fine.
that means is you're going to reach the Yellow Palace, but you have 0 supply.
Oh, damn.
Oh, damn.
That's gonna suck.
Well,
Who needs supply, really, gang? Like, let's really.
I mean, sometimes there's a demand for it.
Where?
Yeah, the demand's coming from us. Yeah, the demand is
Oh,
coming from us.
Oh, my bad.
I'm so sorry. But I'm also not sorry at all.
No, I say, never be ashamed.
Do not be ashamed of this, Sin. We love you.
Sin, we do love the horrors you give. I hope you know.
since send me your address. I'm going to get a guy playing a tuba to follow you for at least another 1 day after the session is done.
Fair.
No hate, but a band with a tuba.
So, you are at the steps of the palace. You've been through the Red Queen's castle. In that instance, you felt unwelcome. Here, when you stand at the doors to these great, like, stone building, the doors themselves are about 20 feet tall and made of thick granite. There are 8 columns that hold up the front of the building. And there is a mosaic that runs across the top of it. This mosaic depicts the journey you just took, in which you start by following people into the wastes. and then you traverse over bones, and eventually you turn back and find where you were looking for.
Finn is going to study that and then look over at Afra and be like, Afra,
Yep.
do you have that scroll that you remember the one that was about me? Can I see it?
Okay. Hold on. I can get it. I got it. I got it. I'm gonna get it. I'm like you're like shifting through the thing. I'm gonna I keep picking up my son. No, okay, here you go. And I hand it over.
Okay.
I want to look at this and I want to see if the story has changed on it, remembering what Jeremiah had said about stories and rewriting a sorry end to mine.
Yeah. In this instance, what you see is there has been more written, but it's kind of fading in and out. Like there are multiple paths that it could take from here.
Finn is going to tilt their head and then close it and hand it back to Afra and be like, I can trust you with that, right?
Mhm. Of course. I'm a very trustworthy person.
Good. That might
Um
be all that's left of my history anyway. And Fen is going to go and step forward and push on the door if we are right there and nobody stops them.
I will say Afra will stop them real quick.
Okay.
Like they go to put the very carefully secure uh the parchment bag and they say, wait.
What? What?
Uh 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 I have to make another executive decision as
Okay.
I have to consult with my instincts. Um Turn around. I'm gonna consult the bones again.
Okay.
Um
What what is your question at this point?
um hold on, I had a question. I'm trying to figure out how to word it.
Fen looking at, inching over to Fury and being like, what is going on?
He gives like a shrug, like your guess is really as good as mine here, honestly.
Um should we expect violence here?
Okay. You go ahead and roll the bones. I don't need a uh any type of roll on my part. The answer is no. And Finn, you said you had moved to the door, but not quite yet started opening it.
Yeah, because Afra stopped Fen and Fen would have stopped when Afra
The
asked.
door's open.
Oh, so just real quick, Sen, before we get to that,
Yeah.
while Afra and Fen were doing all of that,
Yeah.
Roar they get up there and he's just kind of kneels down and pulls a bag out. It's just the little bag of ashes that he's been carrying around, and just takes a handful of that, and then slits his palm with his knife, mixes it all in, and gets that nice swipe down the face to activate the visage ritual.
Okay.
Um, So I just got to roll plus wits real quick. So that's, yeah, I rolled a 6 on the action dice, plus 3, so that's 9. A 2 and a 6, so it's a strong hit.
Okay.
Which doesn't do anything right now, but later can come into effect.
Okay. So, moving in to this area, it looks as though the palace is itself one large room. There are no offshoots, no servants' quarters, no anything. There is only a throne room. And sitting on the throne is a 20-foot tall stone giant. You recognize that their feet were the ones that you could have followed. As they moved with no care about the rules of the wastes. You come closer.
Tin is just going to kind of look back at the others and just walk forward because they don't. What is
Roar will move
decorum?
up with them.
What is
After will
decorum?
also walk forward. What is decorum?
Yeah, Varian's gonna walk forward at this point because what else are they gonna do?
Go back out.
And
After that trek? Absolutely not.
Suneri, are you also going to move forward?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, one for all. Also, Afra is on my back right now, so I do have to move forward.
You know what? That's so real. I forgot. They would have gotten off, then got back on.
Forward.
Forward, dismount. Forward again.
As the stone doors close behind you, that is where we're going to take our first break of the evening. So we're going to take about 10-15 minute break, and then we will be back with the conclusion of this episode.
Woo, bye.
welcome on back in to Ironsworn, the Valley, here on Nerds with Dice. As we were going to the break, the Yellow Monarch had appeared. And you all had walked in to their throne room. You seek to change the valley. If you wish, you can see for yourself. Your weapons will do nothing to harm me. But if you wish to change my mind, I am open to hearing what you think is wrong with the valley. So, does anyone test them on this?
Oh my god, did I just see Afra Suneri? Did Firin nod too?
That's period. We have complaints.
Furion raised his hand as well. So I mean,
We'd like to
yeah.
speak to the manager.
Well, first of all, does anyone test them on the fact that they say they are impervious?
That's what Furion was raising his hand to.
Oh,
I was planning to chuck something.
You're playing to
Give
what?
Chuck something. Chuck a
Oh,
stone.
okay. Yeah. Arrows, chucking a rock, anything that you find. Nothing seems to put a dent in them. They are pure stone.
I want to walk up to them.
I see that at least some of you have manners.
I didn't do anything.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Rude, first of all. Not against me. I fully do not care. But rude against Afra.
Thank you. I'm very seeable, except when I don't want to be. Sorry, fun.
You're okay.
Roar is stepping
Fen.
up with Fen.
Fen is going to hold out one iron veined hand for a handshake.
As you do, the monarch reaches down, and their hands are 4 times the size.
Oh, yes.
It is like a little,
Yep.
like they put one finger forward to shake with.
I think people forget Fen is 5'2".
That's fair.
I did forget.
But
that.
also, but also, you do split stone with iron chisels. Anyway,
Fair? Well met.
You won't hurt them despite the welcome. Like looking over at Firion and Suneri, like, why?
I expect it. I have grown tired of killing all I see.
Then didn't you just answer the question yourself? If the valley needed to change, then you would have received some response from the things within it that existed there that it needs to change. If nothing needed to change, no one would be coming here to kill you.
Go ahead and make a heart roll.
Oh boy, what's my heart? I don't even know what my heart is. I forget.
Yeah, 10.
No, that's not my best stat. All right, here we go. Okay, so that's a weak hit. That's
Okay.
4 and a 8 and a 3.
Weak hit is still a hit, so you still make progress. You feel yourself start to wither away, though.
Mm.
Go ahead and take one. I forget what the name of it is. The body damage.
Health.
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 Okay.
And suddenly you are aware, if you reach 0 health here with no way to resupply and no way to hunt to bring your supply back, you will die. Now, with progress, you've started an extreme quest, which means each success is 2 ticks. Each 4 ticks is 1 box of progress. So you essentially need 20 total. And different things will work differently. You may end up getting more progress than normal if you make a particularly effective argument. So, who would like to go next?
I would actually.
Okay.
So, what I wanted to do is I want to try to secure an advantage
Okay.
using basically, I'm going to be intimidating so that my visage will do stuff. And he's sitting here listening as Finn is speaking and looking up at this giant. Certainly, you are a mountain of an individual. This vast expanse of stone and earth. Truly impressive. Yes, this I will agree with. But in my time, I have seen a great many monsters brought low. Creatures and beings who thought themselves invincible, unstoppable, left to be naught but ash and ruin and rubble. Great rulers and monarchs laid low by those that she felt were beneath her. All it takes is finding the right spot. And he kind of taps, like I picture being kind of close to this thing's bent knees where it's sitting on this throne, and he just kind of reaches out and taps it.
You are brash. Lacking sense. But I like that. Go ahead and make your roll.
All right, so that's
Can
that is a strong hit. That is an 8 total on the action and a 7 and a 1 on the challenge.
Okay. You get progress and a little bit of respect.
I'll take it. And with my visage, that gives me
+1 momentum.
+1 momentum. Oh, I should have. Yeah, +1 momentum.
So currently, I have us at 5, unless unless
That's
the
individualized.
progress.
That one's individual.
Okay.
Only the supply is a shared resource. Okay. Suneri, Afra, would either of you like to make a statement?
Afra wants to say something, but the person controlling Afra is trying to figure out why Video Ninja hates her. So just give me like 2 seconds. Scenario can go first.
Afra is ready. Danny is not.
Danny's fighting for her life.
Fair.
Suneri is going to hold her hand. She's going to look at her axe, not helpful in the situation. Going to look at the rest of her, still pretty beat up. They're just going to hold her hands up and is going to approach and say, I have been someone who has exploited every comfort given to me. I have conquered and raided and warred and hurt. Whether it was in the name of a god, it was in the name of a village. And it all fades. It all goes away eventually. Like, you cannot keep doing the same thing. You are stone, you are made of stone, but everything decays because the new has to come. The valley, I hear them. I hear the valley, and they need something different. This is stagnation. This is not a happy world. It is a world that maybe doesn't know what it truly wants yet, but I think you should allow them, us, even yourself, a chance to find out more.
Okay. Go ahead then and roll heart.
Yeah. Heart. 1 second, I need to. Okay, 3 plus. I am really rolling like shit today. 4. 4. I got a 3 plus 1, 4, and a 6 and a 0 on the challenge die. I really am not
Okay,
good.
so that would be a miss. Do you have any momentum that you could burn?
Yeah, I have 5.
Okay, so that would get you a weak hit. You can go ahead and take that, bring yourself back down. I think you're at 1 because you're armored. Is that
Yeah.
right? Okay, so your momentum refreshes at 1. But a weak hit is still a hit. You do take 1 health damage. And the idea that things do eventually go away, gonna call that double progress. Danny, have you collected yourself?
That's crazy. Yes, I have. So, just a question. Did Tsunari like withered? Like you said, these characters like withering slightly. I'm on their back. What does that look like from close up? What is it like? What physically happens,
Uh, you
if anything?
know when like a sandcastle might degrade a bit on a particularly strong breeze?
Mm-hmm.
That's happening to Suneri's shoulders.
Oh no!
As in, she is slowly fading and looks to be becoming like sand.
I see that, and uh, there's like a tiny like squeak of panic from Afro.
Oh,
Like,
oh, 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 oh,
um,
damn. Yeah,
and then
can
you
I can
should
I put you down,
you should
please?
yeah you should
And I
jump off.
put you down.
Oh, I still have thumbs. I still have opposable thumbs. Cool.
Great, very powerful.
Great.
Um, uh, Afro like sets up. So I mean, truthfully, if we're talking about things that are wrong, there's a lot. There's a lot. Uh, we could start off with, I mean, I guess, like I was able to come here by accident. Like I wasn't supposed to be here. I wasn't really invited. No one really sort of extended. I just sort of came here from my pure strong will, and I don't think that's supposed to happen. So maybe if this was a more stable place, then one, things like that wouldn't happen. And two, well, this place would be generally, not sort of breaking down with deaths everywhere and places suddenly crumbling and suddenly there's creatures and all of that stuff, which obviously we can handle, but not everybody can handle that sort of thing. And I assume you would want a place where I feel like, I mean, I wouldn't want to rule over a place where I feel like everything is unstable, because I feel like that would reflect a lot on me. So that's my me Afro stuff. My name is Afro, by the way.
Um,
I'm
can I
visible.
possibly use loyalists to aid an ally in this one?
What is the wording of loyalist?
God, please help me.
It's just aid an ally. Let me. When you aid your ally, add +1 and take +1 momentum on a hit. Aid an ally action. The like
Okay.
Ironsworn has the aid an ally action. I don't know if
Then
this counts.
I will let you choose an ally to aid in each round, essentially,
Okay,
for loyalist.
that would be very helpful. Yes. All right.
So you'll just give a direct +1.
I think Fen, because I asked because I think Fen could actually add to Afra's plea by also saying they are not the only one that seems to be here incorrectly. I'm not sure what rules you had in place or what you meant for this place to be, but clearly the inhabitants and even someone outside of it said that they pulled strings to get me here.
I see.
Yeah.
Most interesting. Go ahead and make your plus heart roll, and you get an additional +1 to your action die.
Okay. Wait. Okay. Wait. Hold on, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Sorry, it was bad. It was bad, then it wasn't.
The utter panic that happens every time you open your mouth, Danny.
I just feel like, how dare you?
How dare I recognize the state
Yes.
of your being?
Yes. Okay. So the reason I panicked is because I got a 2 on the action die, but I got a +2 and then the +1, so that makes it a 5, which is great because I rolled a 4 and a 1 on the challenge die.
Fantastic.
There you go.
Okay. I think that one is worth the double progress as well.
What about triple? Sorry.
I don't think. Looks like Furion is not with us currently. So let's go back to the top, and if Abhishek gets back in, then we can let him double up.
Mhm.
I also think I get +1 momentum off of that, if I'm reading this right. I'm sorry, I'm like looking over
Yes.
my abilities.
Yes, you would
Doing
get
great.
+1 momentum on the hit.
Cool.
Okay. So, moving back then to the top, anyone can take the lead. But you have gotten 3 full progress. And as a reminder, technically, if you wanted to right now, you could roll against that and see if you get a 2 and a 1 and
Finn.
succeed.
That seems like a bad idea.
Seems like you're baiting
I'm
Just
just
tell
us.
you.
reminding you of the
Finn
choices
just-
you are capable of making.
Fen just spoke, so I'm gonna stay quiet for right now.
Fair, fair.
12 hours of a man with a tuba. I'm just saying.
You're
12
just gonna
hours
keep.
is generous.
Don't threaten your GM. They're being nice in their torture.
No.
Don't threaten them with a
No,
good
the
time. That's
tuba.
what I'm
Oh.
saying. Tubas are great.
Oh, I was just gonna say that would be wreak sensory havoc for me, but I guess to each their own.
And if you don't know who wants to take it from the top, I'll go ahead and let you all roll initiative.
Oh.
Just
That's
roll a
actually-
d10 and see who gets the highest and who gets the lowest.
That's actually a good idea. I like that.
You probably okay.
No, let's.
Roll a d10.
Okay. Everybody roll a d10.
I got
Guess
a
what?
6.
I'm getting dice for this.
5 for Rise. Whatever you
What'd you
got, you're very
get?
disappointed in it.
What'd you
I
get?
got a 10.
Ah,
Oh,
okay.
buddy.
And a 4. Okay. So then we'll maintain that order. Abhilasha, Keldry, Rise, Danny.
God bless.
And we'll have Abhishek roll if and when he's available.
Oy.
So, Abhilasha, what would Suneri like to say?
I'm still trying, and I'm just gonna still hold my hands up and be like, I can tell you firsthand, I can be your mediator between you and your people. I hear them every second. I can I can tell you their names. They can be real to you and you can hear them. You're you are you are of stone, but that does not mean that you do not have a flesh and blood responsibility to the people who are here.
Question: do you want to open yourself up to the people of the valley in this place?
Yeah,
Okay. Go ahead and make your plus iron roll.
please, Lord. Plus iron. I think this might be okay, but you see, I don't know. Uh, plus iron. I got a 6 plus 3, 9 on the die, and a 9 and 0 on the challenge.
Oh no.
I'm so
That
screwed.
is a miss.
You're doing great, buddy.
I'm
Uh
just it's great.
You're
You
doing great.
wanna,
so
and I only
So
have
good on
one
the
movement.
action.
as as you open yourself up to the voices of the people of the valley in this space, you hear nothing but screams. You are going to make progress, actually. Even though it was a miss, you're going to make progress. But that progress is going to be at the cost of you taking 2 health.
Oh no.
Amazing. Oh, how much health do I have left anyway? I'm just Jesus. I am so dead. I'm going. I'm on 2 now.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe take a 5. Maybe let me take a 5. Let me take a 5.
Okay. So, progress is made. I'm going to call that a full bar because that display is a lot. That brings us to Keldry for Finn.
What's Tsuneri's response actually to like that? Is there any further like reaction from Tsuneri after?
She's going to drop like actual, like if you ever seen like someone freeze and like be petrified and then just drop back. She's just going to drop back, but she's doing it deliberately. She's just like, okay, everyone is screaming. I'm just going to fall backwards. She's going to fall backwards like she's been shot. Like, uh, okay, okay, because the screaming is so bad, it's actually making her nauseous. Like she's about to throw up, so she's just going to fall backwards. Like, okay, okay, okay.
Fenn's action
Stop,
then
stop
is to
screaming.
immediately run
Stop
over
screaming.
to Tsuneri, and I want my, you know what? Actions speak louder than words. I want to use invoke. If Fen is still alive, I want to soothe those souls to try to get them to quiet for
Okay.
Tsuneri and to keep her, to help keep her alive
Okay.
and here, present at least.
Then
Can-
go ahead and make an invoke roll.
All right. Yes! I love having +5. That's a 6, so 11, and a 2 and a 5 on the challenge.
Okay.
So my evoke stays at 5, but because I always get a -1. Or no, wait, does it go up to 6? Is it plus? I'm confused. Fuck.
It would, yes, it would go up to +6.
Okay. Oh, because I rolled a 6 or higher.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So, for Furion, if you are good, we can put you in next after this. That'll give a regular progress. So you're at 4.5 right now. And trying to talk the Yellow Monarch into changing the valley.
Question for Fenn's move. Did that seem to get any reaction from him with Fenn trying to control the energy here, especially considering the invoke?
It does get a glance from them. Not as much as you might have thought. But there is a kind of question as to what is this being capable of?
One
Yeah,
at
right.
a time. One at a time.
Suneri,
Okay.
Suneri, Suneri.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. I need actual words. I need the words. They are not giving
You
me
don't.
the words.
You need to breathe.
What is the point of this accursed
It,
fucking channel if I can't make it useful? What is the point?
There is no point.
There has to be.
This is a valley between life and death. It is a transitionary point, a liminal space.
then nothing in it should be completely dead or completely alive.
So you've got one hell of a traffic jam for something that's just a fucking highway.
Suneri, when did Suneri know what cars were?
Hey,
You know the horse.
There's
You know the horse like
The
highway.
horse.
You know what
Oh,
it is?
the
the
like
horse highway.
throughway. The
100%.
throughway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've added a toll to the highway.
I
There's
mean,
a footpath for.
God damn it.
the term
For
highwaymen existed long.
This is true.
before.
Also,
It did.
well, yeah.
Farian would know.
also
He's been called a highwayman for a while. To be fair, so Farian would know that.
He's kind of acted like one, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Fen
So-
is comforting Suneri.
With that, are you ready for Furion to say something in the...
Sort of. I just have one question.
Uh-huh.
Since this man is made of stone, does he have blood?
Or person, I would say, not necessarily.
Yeah, just to be clear,
Person.
they, them.
They, them. My bad.
No, you're fine.
Does this person have any? Since this person is made of stone, I guess, kind of. Do they have any blood they can give?
In this case, if there is blood within them, you do not know, like, how it would be extracted. Essentially, and I'm giving you this information above board. If you tried, they are impervious to harm.
Right. Yeah. Because I was gonna ask him to see if he can give me some blood because it heavily relates to what I'm planning on doing.
Does it matter whose blood it is?
I would prefer it to be his because I would like it to have for the thing I'm trying to do. Basically, I'm trying to do my divination ritual here.
Okay. Okay. I understand what you're doing.
Yeah.
And it does have to be freely given.
Yes, that's why. Yeah.
So you can make the offer.
Furion will walk up to the monarch, and he'll have an outstretched palm. In it are a set of intricately carved rune stones that he's been carrying throughout his time in the valley. They do look a bit used. Some of them have some splotches and dark red stains on them. Probably from past uses of said stones. But he'll have a palm outstretched to the monarch with said stones in hand, and he'll simply say, "If you'd allow me, I just simply need a few drops of blood, willingly given by yourself. Promise you, no harm." And he's holding up his other hand to signify I'm not going to try to like hurt you in any way, shape, or form.
I do not have blood, but
Yeah, Icor?
they reach down and dislodge one of their hands. And from within, there is a tiny, like, grains of sand come out from within. They drop that into the bowl and return their hand with a crack.
Honestly, don't know what I was expecting, but you know what? That honestly does make a lot of sense to have sand as blood, considering you're a rock person. Huh. After pondering that for a second, they're going to... they briefly ponder that, like, huh, sand is blood. How would that... Do you have like a... what, rock heart? What do you... Okay, whatever. Takes these stones back, almost sits down, and in a rather... in like a marked difference from how Furion is normally like very jovial, chatty, sort of more energetic almost. This is a more calmer, more serious, almost faintly reverent Furion. But reverent to what, you're not exactly sure.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make your heart roll.
Alrighty. Let's do that.
Can I use my +1 aid for this on this round?
Sure. Yeah.
Right, add +1.
Perfect. I will
the laugh just made me look up what.
No, it's funny. It's funny you said add 1 because I got a 2 and an 8 on a challenge die. That's gonna be a 6 on my action die plus 3 heart plus 1 from Fen, so that's a 10.
Okay. What were the numbers on the challenge?
2 and 8. I think I was also essentially gonna be using it to compel him, since the end of it was basically just talking him into change the valley. So that technically also adds a +1, I think. So that technically it's 11.
Fair enough. Okay.
And I would like to make mention that I do have the second thing marked on my sheet as well. So I do also get some information about his future, surprisingly.
Okay. So, with that, Sorry, I had to think about that for a second. The divination itself, I'm going to mark as progress.
Oh, nice.
So you learn from that. You have a vision of standing stones. And the standing stones have a singular larger stone in the center. And you see the standing stones pull apart, leaving the center stone alone. They were once someone that was above people around them. But slowly, the people around them started to fade. And they were alone. When you gain insight on their future, you note this being has no past or future. They are only in the present anymore. And with that, you understand something about the valley itself. Time here is strange. It only moves forward when it is necessary. So, for instance, like to rebuild something. Before you killed the queen, there was no time in the valley. Time exists in the outside world. Time passes in the outside world. But within the valley, there was no time until you activated a clock. So, with that, you gain the knowledge that they once were one of many. And now they stand alone. And you notice, as you look around the palace, the stone that was used to craft this palace bears a great similarity to the stone that is the flesh of the yellow monarch. Now, with that, typically I would have had you do divination and then next turn maybe respond to something. But if you have something now, I can go to someone and come back to you like at the end of the round since you were out for a little bit. Or if you have something now, you can go with it.
Let's do the thing where you go to someone else and come back because I'm still trying to like process all of that information. So
Yes.
yeah.
That makes perfect sense. So what I'll do, I'll put you at the end of the order of this round.
Sounds good.
So that brings us to Roar. Rise,
So-
what would you like to say?
So seeing scenario collapse like that and Finn move to help, everything, that the instinct is immediately Roar puts himself between the Monarch and the others. So it's basically standing. I imagine we're fairly close, so he's almost like right over top of them, in between here, and that he's got that obsidian dagger clutched in one hand, and he's just kind of looking up, and he's not really going to say he doesn't know what's actually happening, so he's not really going to say anything. He doesn't really have a good way to address that. But what I want to do is, as he's doing this, and Furion is doing what Furion's doing and stuff, he's thinking over everything the Monarch has said, and the way, like, body language. I don't know how much body language applies to giant stone rulers, but maybe
Fair.
there's some
I love how
universality
you're
going
all
on in
talking
that.
about this, and like I'm sitting right next to Tsuneri, guys. Jeez, what's with the stone hate over here?
Oh my god.
But yeah, so that's kind of what he's doing. He's kind of thinking over everything that's been said and kind of assessing. And I basically I want to roll gather information. Is what I want to try to do.
Okay. All right. Go ahead then.
Which is a plus wits.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a weak hit.
Okay.
Let's see. So on a weak hit, information complicates your quest or introduces a new danger, and take +1 momentum.
Okay. So you do take +1 momentum. The complication in this instance is you realizing that there is no universality to the body language.
Yeah.
It's
like talking to a brick wall.
I'm right
metaphor.
here.
That's offensive. That's offensive. That's offensive, but you should feel bad.
That would be an iron wall.
Okay, fair.
That's much better, trust me.
But you do get the +1 to momentum, and you've got that information to move forward with.
All right.
That brings us to Danny.
Hi. I think Afra would have moved to Sunharry's side, seeing her like collapse and also like fading away more. Afra's eyes like
Not everyone has to crowd me. It's fine. It's all fine. I'm just trying. Look, I think I can get through to them. To get them to stop fucking screaming.
I
I can make out words. I'm making out words.
easy. Finn is going to look over at Afra, and for once, Afra is going to, like, sitting directly next to Finn, hear the very deep voice going, Afra, please, we need your help. I don't know what it was like to be alive like you. Tell them.
okay. I can do this. I'm Afra and I can do this. And I got this. I can do this. I promise. I promise. And for what a very rare moment, you see Afra sort of, her confidence sort of falters for a second, but not because of what you said. It almost feels like for a second what they were putting up fell away more so than like something was broken away. It was like something showed what they were actually feeling for a second, and then they built it back up as they like jumped to their feet and stepped sort of forward a few feet, sort of past a little bit past Roar, if he allows, and sort of will take a moment, look up. And it'll point back at Roar. That person right there, that was the only person I ever had in life. We lived, we breathed, we hunted. I don't know if you know what hunting is. It is a you probably know. You look very smart. We existed, and at in all existence there is substance to it. There is maybe not a constance, but there are rules and life, and it's sacred. But nothing's really sacred here. You can't if you say it's a place between life and death, but I don't really feel any life here. So I think maybe you've lost that part of it. And also, maybe you've lost the death part of it too. Death is a part of life. Death always comes with life. And I don't like it very much, but it has to happen eventually for usually some people, maybe not me. I'm that cool. But usually it has to happen. Um sin. um so I mean, if you disgrace the life part by making things here feel bland and unlovable and there's nothing to cherish, and you take away the death part because everyone here is stuck, you can't cherish the life of that happened that led to the death. You can't celebrate anything. There's no celebration here. There's nothing. We're nothing here, and you're nothing. So don't you think there should be something? If this was really the things you describe it as in grand and big words that don't really have substance when you really come down to it. Respectfully.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out which score I should put that with. I feel like Edge is appropriate.
God, please.
No, like that's how you so like yeah. You
It was definitely mildly cutting, but
yeah.
unchanged.
Edge?
Sharp dialogue.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Not the Wheeze laugh.
Are
Oh
you
no.
okay?
Danny.
You thought I had a good
No,
laugh.
Danny.
You thought
The
I had a
Wheeze
good
laugh.
laugh.
And the pained laughter.
I shouldn't talk
It's
shit.
been nice knowing you
I'm
all.
realizing
We're
I
all
talk
going to die in this episode.
I made a
What
mistake.
happened with your dice?
What did you roll?
So you
what-
know how sometimes when you roll a d10 you get a 10 and then you also
Ah,
get an
lovely.
8.
Oh
And then
no.
on your action die you roll a 5 and your edge is 3. And like
Damn.
and it's
Well-
just sort of like
Well, an 8,
you know,
the 8 matches the 8, so that's at least a weak
It
hit,
has to be
right?
greater.
It has
It
to
has
be
to
greater.
be
Yeah,
greater.
matches don't work.
Oh,
Matches don't work
no.
here.
is sort of the problem we're having here.
Meets it does not beats it.
Not in
That's
Ironsworn.
true, not
Not
9.
today.
I'm sorry, I'm used to different
No,
systems.
it's okay.
Yeah.
It would have been nice.
So-
if that was
It would have been, yeah.
really cool.
Let me see here.
I was a little mean.
So,
That was a little mean.
Danny, would you please roll a D100?
Why?
Oh.
Here we
For,
go.
for some reason, I
Here we go.
mentally could just see Sin passing the decider through the computer screen.
If I could,
Here.
I would.
They would.
Here you go. Or, if you would like, Danny, I can roll the decider for you.
Me for my fate in your hands? Absolutely do it.
Twice.
Absolutely do it.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
What is your current stress? Your spirit.
Oh, my spirit?
Yeah.
0.
Okay. That's unfortunate for you.
If
Oh,
someone
no.
has to make an endure stress roll, loyalist does give a +1.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you.
Then, Danny, you are making an endure stress roll.
Oh, it's not
Oh.
fun.
When an ally makes endure stress move within your company, they add +1, and I take +1 on a hit.
Okay. Um. Okay. Just to check. How do I do? What am I adding to an endure stress roll? What was the spirit?
So this roll is a plus spirit or plus heart, whichever is higher.
Okay.
And you don't want a miss.
So +1 plus your heart.
Oh. Okay. So +6. Am I? Okay.
Well,
Okay.
you said your spirit is 0, right?
Yeah. Oh wait.
Okay.
So is it?
It's
Wait.
plus your heart.
Oh, I can't. Sorry, I can't read. I can't read. Then it's +2. So I rolled a 6 +2, which is 8, and then it's the challenge die. It's like the same.
Yeah, you still roll challenge dice.
Okay, I got a 1 and a 4.
Okay. So you shake it off. You can, well, you choose one. You either shake it off,
Okay.
which you can't do because your spirit is not greater than 0. So you don't have a choice. You embrace the darkness, which is take 1 momentum.
Oh, okay, that's nice. That's like a nice little like thing, like addition to like my life. I love that.
So you do continue on though.
Okay.
Fen is literally just like, no, you're not going anywhere. This is
You do not gain progress though.
I'm backing.
just gonna hold Afra's lifeline like, no, mine.
Mine.
that brings us back to Firion. What would you like to say, having gained the insights that you did from the divination?
I think after completing his divination, like, which for the lot of you to describe it, you watch as Firion just sort of sits down and just starts chanting in like this completely esoteric, almost like almost what sounds like nonsensical language, but you just hear him. In the last place, you hear him name, like, just say one final English phrase, like, in the name of Altair. In the name of Altair, reveal your secrets to me. And divination occurs. Visions are shown. Things are gleaned. Firion just sort of stands up and looks to the monarch. You're scared, aren't you?
That may be the closest human emotion to what I feel.
You're scared because you are alone, because you have no one left. No wonder you sit here in a prison, made of your own flesh. It's the only thing to have to remind yourself of days gone by. Remember yourself of times that were long ago. No wonder why you are loath to change the valley, because the valley.
Oh, you muted.
Yeah, you muted.
I had such a thing.
No, it was just the end. It was
It's so
only
good.
the end.
It was
It
just
was
the
only
end.
the
I'm
very end
so
of it.
sad. I'm so sad. I had such a flow going too. But I'll repeat myself then. You're scared, aren't you? You're scared of letting time move forward. No wonder. No wonder you trap yourself here in this prison of your own making. You wish to remind yourself of days that have gone past. You do not wish to take your steps forward. That might mean losing the very memories, losing the very reminders of the thing you had. But that cannot work. No. Time is already moving forward. You can either adapt or fall behind.
Go ahead and roll hard.
Let's see what we got. Let's go with my challenge. Oh, that's interesting. Love that.
Okay.
Okay, it's not terrible. 5 and a 9 on my challenge die, but I got a 7 on my action.
Okay. So weak hit. You, much like the others who have had weak hits before, are taking some health damage, and you start to fade into sand as they have. But you do seem to be getting through to them. So, at this point, you all are at 7. I am going to say that for the purposes of this combat, it's capped. Whoever goes next, you are at the top of the round, and you will only be rolling 2d10s. If you get at least one that's a 6 or less, something good will happen. But if you get over on one or both, you will take damage. I recommend you consulting each other to find out who has health left.
Am I next on the initiative roll?
Do what?
Am I next on the initiative?
Technically, I think it would be Abhilasha.
Not Abhilasha. Let's not.
Bad idea. My dice are not helpful today at all.
I will say,
I do have 4. I did get a strong. My last one was a strong hit and not a weak hit.
That's true.
Did I lose any health from last time, or was it just me like becoming depressed?
Becoming depressed.
I think that your soul
Your soul is
damage
theirs.
taken was the depression.
Okay.
I think really the depression is enough.
Yeah, I'm glad you think so.
Just clarifying how
technically
much
have-
damage.
I technically
Yeah.
have 5 health. Sorry.
Yeah. How much damage did Fearing take from his weak hit again? Just double checking. Should've been
2.
2. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Yeah. So I'm at 3. If anyone, yeah,
Okay.
I'm getting decent rolls at least. So
I'm at 5.
I have not taken any damage. So I'm still at 5.
Okay, so probably one of you two.
probably, yeah.
Roar's better.
But also to be fair, yeah, Roar's also good at talking, and I think Afra's also a bit depressed right now. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Afra's also a bit depressed right now. So I mean, I don't know
if Afra's gonna really be doing a lot of talking.
Afra taking initiative sounds difficult right now.
Yeah.
yeah.
It'd need a
I'm
really
just
good
sitting
pep
there,
talk.
whatever.
We leave.
I think since Afra came over
just
and
dips.
Ed was next to Suneri and Fen, I think Fen is just putting a hand on Afra's arm, and that was the what's it, the +1 for the endure stress. I'm your emotional support rock.
Thanks, buddy.
The two of you that would not be risking death, because that would be the risk, you're looking at taking 3 health on a failed roll for this one. So,
Definitely good. Y'all did it.
Rise or Keldry?
Yeah, I will do it. And
Oh,
it's,
okay, yeah.
We're at
You
7 right now. You said.
Yeah.
Okay.
7 out of what?
So, you're at 7,
Hmm.
which means if you get 1, at a 6 or below, you'll succeed, but you'll take damage.
Mhm.
If you get both at a 6 or below, you succeed, you've convinced them. If both are a 7 or above, then you would just take damage and someone else would have to try.
Go like one more round. I feel like one little final push. Me personally.
I think we're capped. I think since
Yeah,
we can't.
Yeah,
I
Sin capped
said
us.
that outright.
Oh,
Because
never mind.
of the situation, because you are fighting an uphill battle, to stress that, I'm capping you at 7.
Got it. Well, I
Eh,
believe in y'all.
One of y'all.
So,
Yeah.
what are Roar's final words to try to push this?
So he looks back. Everybody is like suffering back here, and everything. And he's hearing what Furion is saying about this thing being scared and all this and everything like that. And he kind of glances back and finally turns back, and it's almost like a snarl. And he's just enough. And he takes those that just to close that last little bit of distance that he can to this thing. And he's just staring up into this audience. This has gone on for too long. You have spent far too long in this world, trapped between life and death and your own desire to move on and your fear. You're weak. You are a coward. It is time to let go. It is time to come to peace with the inevitability of fading away and moving on. You have done all you can here. Your time is over. He just lifts his dagger. He points it straight into this thing's face. Let go. Release yourself and fall upon the blade of inevitability.
Okay, go ahead then and make your roll.
7 and a 5.
Okay. So, with that, you take the 3 damage.
Hmm.
You are grievously wounded.
So, how does the wounding work?
Parts of your body are fading away.
Okay, and he's just standing there in that same position, still just as just withering and fading, and like I feel like sand is just running down.
I suppose it is true. Nothing lasts forever. And you see the head of the yellow monarch just kind of fall forward a bit. And then you feel the palace crumbling around you. So, anyone who would like to get away from that, you can roll either iron or edge.
Ah, lovely. My two least values. Love that.
Same, same.
Love that.
I have good iron and edge, and
I will be rolling iron. But also, I use the aid an ally action
Sure.
for
If
those
you
who
want to
do
give
not
that to
to
one of the allies, you can, yeah.
yeah, to somebody who might not have I think what Fen wants to do is go over to run over to the wall, or I'm assuming. Wait, the doors were shut, right?
They were shut. They are now crumbling.
Okay. If that's the case, I want to shove the doors open, but I'm going to hold them because I don't want them to. Because if I push them all the way open, I'm worried that will
Okay.
just cause the whole thing to crumble.
Fair.
And I'm going to use. I want to see if I can use either iron or spend invoke to keep this place from falling down around my friend's ears, and that will they act as my aid and ally.
Tell you what, if you have your current invoke,
At 6, yeah.
I will, if you bring it down to 3, I'll let you give +1 to each person.
You could have said bring it down to 0 and I'd give +1 to each person. Okay.
All right.
You're a real one.
So yeah, done.
So everyone take +1 on that roll.
Fen is running over to the door and forcing it open, but holding it and going, "Go!" And I will make my iron roll, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness I have a +3 to iron.
You got this.
It's a 1 and a 5 and an 8. I rolled a 5 and I had to have a 3. So
Woo!
Okay. So everyone, you've got either edge or iron, whichever is better, or if both of them are pitiful, then good luck.
That's crazy.
Okay,
and you have a
so
+1.
Yeah, you all have +1 to this roll.
Can I make things
So-
difficult? Oh, go ahead first.
I'll roll edge, I guess. It doesn't matter. I rolled a 1 on the action die, so it gives me a total of 3.
Oh, that's
And I
fun.
rolled double 4s on the challenge.
Oh.
So I'm going to burn momentum.
Yeah, that tracks.
That's
If you-
fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
What was your momentum at?
6.
Okay,
Thank
so
God.
bring it back down to 2 then,
Yep.
and you're good.
I got a 5 plus 3, 8 on the action, and a 6 and a 3 on the challenge.
So you're good as well. How'd Afra
Thank
do?
you.
Afra has a question.
Afra has a question.
Yeah, Afra has a question for you, Sin. They
Yeah.
have broken through and they are asking you. They are looking you in the eyes.
I'm hearing the question is what, followed by the fuck.
Well, yes, that's the first one. To be clear, that is the first one. Yes. The second question: what would happen? What are the immediate consequences if we do not roll?
If you do not roll, the building would fall down around you, and you would immediately be facing death.
Okay. Okay.
This would be why I was willing to give up all of the invoke to
Yeah.
help
Yeah.
everybody. That's why I wanted to give you all the +1.
Yeah. Okay. Afra doesn't move for a second, and then one piece of the building drops a little too close to her, and she says, "Depression be damned. I gotta go."
Depression.
Afra is not moving. Afra is getting a boot in the ass.
Yeah. Okay. That is what does it. That is what.
Yeah, Suneri's yelling, but this time he's not yelling because the voice is yelling, Afra, move!
They will run.
They will indeed run.
They will indeed. Good lord, why? Okay. I got a weak hit.
Okay. How much health are you at?
5.
Oh dear.
Okay. So you take 3 health damage.
Lucky. God damn.
Uh,
And how's Furion looking?
So, all right. I kind of had a question, but this can be relegated to flavor if it doesn't work the way I'm thinking.
Go for it.
So from the trader, Furion happened to get a very special bow. Can he use that to escape? And if so, what would I have to roll for that?
You would not have to roll for that. However, if you did use it for this purpose, you would not then be able to use it to close the distance to get to your final target.
Gotcha. All right, saving that then because I really don't want to have to make that trek again. So, yeah. Honestly, not terrible. I got a strong hit. So I got a 5 and 3 challenge and 5+1 iron. Well, actually, add 5+1 edge iron doesn't really matter. 5+1 is 6. So yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. Everyone makes it out more or less. There was some scathing.
Would you count that as a combat, Sin?
Huh?
Does this count as combat?
Sure.
Verbal combat.
Okay, I'm just saying because if it is, it triggers my veteran thing, and I get 1 momentum back.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You get out of the yellow palace as it crumbles. And you realize there is only one target remaining. It is the Blue King, the arbiter of the frozen north within the valley. Danny getting excited from
I'm tired of the
Afra.
desert.
Afra
Afra.
Roar. Desert, I sleep. Tundra, real shit.
Real.
Yeah.
Real shit.
So
First food, 2 ow, 3 supplies, 10 frozen wastes.
when you get out of the palace, it crumbles. When you look back in front of you, you are at the oasis. The fisher is there.
Hey, how's it going?
It seems as though you could use a hand.
Afra's on
And
the ground.
the fisher points you to a fire in which there are fish creatures that have been cooked.
Absolutely speeding his way over there to eat one. Does not even care.
Yeah.
Can I eat them?
Sin, could Fen
it's
have
sand.
He gives it a
grabbed
thumbs
a
up.
piece of stone from the door when running
Sure.
when they finally after everybody left and they
Yeah.
took off after them? Yeah.
Yeah, that'll work. And what was your question about Tsuneri?
Sunari can still eat and stuff, right? Because I know that they are like, there's a lot of them that's just sand. And also will that make a difference if they want to dip in the water?
In this case, basically, you are offered a small respite. Nothing in the valley. How do I say this? Everything within the valley has a purpose. And the fisher seems to be there to help. So, in this moment, you are offered that brief respite where things seem okay. And yeah, you can eat, you can drink, you can refresh. So, mechanically, health, spirit, and supply are going to be restored to 5.
Suneri is going to strip off her armor, look at everyone, and goes, either this works or I am full on fucking sand. But you know what? Fuck it, and dive straight into the oasis, and then floats back up and is like, "Yo, Firian, chicken."
Lobs over like a fucking piece of like
Yes,
like a skewered fish.
catches it, and it's just eating, and and then it's just like eating like, and it's like half dissociated, but is enjoying themselves.
As one does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as you are taking this brief moment to heal, to recover, when you have been offered little comfort since you've entered the valley, I think that is a good point to end off this episode, which we don't know when the last episode will be, but we have one more episode and look forward to that in the future. For now, everybody will go around in the same order. Tell people who you are, what you're doing, where to find you, and I'll end us off.
Hello. I think that means this is me.
Yeah.
I am Keldry, also Starless Solid on Blue Sky and Twitter, though most of the time you can find me on Instagram under Starless Travel. I also do quiet streams and possibly not so quiet streams, we'll see, on the YouTube channel at Starlit Moss. Wow, I can speak. And you can find me on Nerds with Dice. Eventually, maybe we'll see. We'll see if I'm in something in the future. But come back for these folks. They are awesome, and that is me signing off.
Okay. Going next to Abhilasha.
Hi everyone, I've been Abhilasha slash Percival. You can find me on Twitter at Dr. Wyborn. I will say that in the last couple of months since we played, uh, I have made some progress on the writing thing, which is great for me. I have currently I have contributed to 2 books published with Daylight Publications, TTRPGs. One of them is called Forge Star. I made up a couple of classes, one of them happening to be a Nova pilot and a bardic engineer which is essentially a class where you can use music to determine the secrets of the universe. Uh, I wrote that for the book. So the book is up on Drive Through RPG. Please look it if you are looking to set up your own fun sci-fi game. I also have a second book coming up. It's going to be published soon. This book is called Ixlatanis. It's kind of our TTRPG riff on Atlantis. For this, I created the one of the main cities for it. Also, a bunch of like NPCs that I hope whoever buys it has a great time playing. They are all very complicated, messy, dramatic lesbians, as is my norm. Uh, so you can find that is going to be published soon. So I'm really looking forward to that. If you want to read any more of my writing, you can find me on abinuesis.wordpress.com. That is ABHINUESIS.wordpress.com. Please do look it up. Let me. I have a lot of my short stories there. Please, just see if anything is to your fancy. I also have a bunch of other really cool shit coming up. TTRPGs wise, we are going to be recording with Lantern Light Adventures, our first, I'm sorry, did you say Street Magic? Session 1 is going to be, we are going to be recording that soon. I'm really looking forward to that. I also have um I'm also part of Mass Legacy with DA Dungeon. We are going to get dates for that soon. Also, Rose Court has started recording it, which is a TSL game. I am part of a different court. I'm really looking forward to playing that. We haven't gotten dates yet, but yeah. This was great, guys. The gang is back together.
Yay!
I miss all of you, and this was great, and I'm just so happy to be back, even though I do I the man with the tuba thing is completely serious.
And next up, going to Abhishek.
Hey everyone. So sorry, I'm still laughing at that. Hi everyone, my name is Abhishek Matange. I'm a voice actor and TTRPG performer. You can find me on Twitter at neon_Raiden. Same with Blue Sky. You can also find me on Instagram at Abhishek Matange_VO, even though there is no post on there. Coming soon though. For stuff that I am involved in. Yes. You can find me. Usually, you can find me over on Thursdays around 7:30 p.m. over at Sword and Key for Zenith, our very politically intriguing, faction questing, revolutionary, inspiring 5e adventure. If you're into Game of Thrones, you're probably gonna like this. And you can also find me you can also find me as part of the main cast for the series called Heart over on the Goblins and Gays podcast. Very Persona 5 inspired. So if you're very much a fan of those games, highly recommend you check it out. You can find them over on Spotify. They have a YouTube channel as well. But yes, highly recommend you go check them out. Aside from that, you can, if you have any other casting calls for projects, please feel free to send them my way. Yeah. Also, fun fact: today was my birthday, so this was a really fun present to be able to play with the gang again. Because I miss this group. Honestly, I miss playing my quirky little archer who may or may not have been writing a poem for his wife that he will not never get to see again. So that's lovely.
Oh, oh,
Trauma.
Wow.
Also, I'm so sorry I'm going to embarrass you just a little bit, Abhishek. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
happy birthday!
And I have expected it to be coming, honestly. But
Fair
yeah, that's
enough.
me.
All right, moving down to Danny.
Hi, my name is Danny's Corner, and I was the one who played a now depressed freak. I hope you all enjoyed today. I missed this game a lot. It was always a joy to play with this group. Y'all are so cool. Happy birthday! And yeah, you can find me pretty much everywhere at Danny's Corner. On Twitch and YouTube. I stream. I do other roleplay content. I play games and I do art stuff. Speaking of art stuff, I also have commissions open. So if you want me to draw something for you, you can totally have me do that. You just have to like give me money, and then magically you'll have art in your hands. Isn't that crazy how that works in the world?
Just give me money.
Um, um. Besides that, you can find me on Twitter at Animated Pizza, as it says, I think, down there. And yeah, I don't know when we'll next have our game, but the next time you see me, I will be most likely a year older, since we're talking about birthdays. So yeah, yeah, yeah.
Woo!
Nice. And now, moving on to Rise.
I am Rise. Usually known as Sean. You can find me on socials, Blue Sky. I go by Rise, Rize. On Instagram, it's Raven Black Photography. That's pretty much the only place I really honestly post much of anything, and it's usually my various photography, whether it's cosplay photography, nature photography, landscape, kind of all over the map, honestly, when it comes to genre and subjects. TTRPG wise, I'm finally getting back into the swing of things after a number of months of being mostly gone and busier than all get out. Um, but so I've got a couple things coming up here actually really soon, starting this Sunday over on Lost Caravan RPG, doing a 3-shot of Pathfinder, DM'd by the wonderful Sam. So this Sunday and the next Sunday and the Sunday after that. So we're doing 3 days of that. That's going to be great. And then this coming Tuesday, so the 15th, going to be doing a Starfinder game using the Starfinder playtest rules, teamed by James, who is an absolute freak when it comes to anything Paizo related. That's going to be super fun. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to play for that, but I'm definitely leaning toward the cat people because that's just fun. Other than that, starting next month, I'm going to be hopping into an ongoing project over on Singularity RPG, where I will be getting to spend more time playing with my wonderful friend Sin here in an ongoing project that that's been going on for quite a while now. So
Yeah, it's been
like a year now, right?
year. Yeah, over a year now.
Yeah, so I'm coming in late as part of the cast, but looking forward to it. It's going to be freaking awesome. I have a character all made out, and you're going to hate him because he's an asshole.
That's okay.
Other than that, just whatever pops up soon. Like I said, I'm getting back into things now, so most likely some more stuff next month and the month after that, after that. Oh, and also I'm counting this game coming together tonight is also my birthday present, since my birthday is tomorrow. So
happy early birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy
birthday!
Fair. Happy birthday to both of you. I just got done celebrating it last month, so hi. Lastly, I am Synthetic. You can call me Sin. You can find me at asynthetic20 on Twitter if you're still in the dumpster fire, or synthetic20 on Blue Sky. I hardly ever post anything. I really hate social media, so I don't even know why I tell you to follow me. But if you want to, it's there. I have a couple of things coming up. There is Fragments that's scheduled for this Sunday. I don't know if I'm going to be there, but even if I'm not going to be there, it's a wonderful cast. It's a wonderful time. So you should join over on Singularity for that. It's at, I think, 6 p.m. Eastern US time. And then on the 19th, we have the premiere of the new City of Mist show on Singularity, which I am GMing, called Country of Mist, in which the City of Mist, the titular City of Mist, has been destroyed. And the mist is spreading across the country. We're going to have some supernatural vibes, some charm vibes. It's going to be real good.
Hell yeah.
Danny will be joining me for that, so be on the lookout for that. And then, of course, we're not going to be doing it on in November, but I would be remiss if I didn't mention the fact that we are coming close to the conclusion of Queensgate Chronicles. We have 2 episodes left in this arc, and what do you think the vibes are, Danny? Do you think everything's fine?
Can I help you?
The game that takes place in a cozy tea shop that is in a world of horror
I'll
Come
find
by.
a number for a one man band for you, Danny, specifically,
Thank you,
just so
thank
you
you,
can
thank you.
send it to me.
But I just feel like at every turn, it's like,
Fair
That
enough.
can I help you was personal.
hey, son, I love you. I do hope you do.
Oh, I know it. It's all right. There's a reason we work together a lot. You're used to the horror by now, and you keep coming back for more. So
This is true.
anyhow, a couple of things from Nerds with Dice, just so y'all know. Nerds with Dice has an open casting call for MetaHuman Rising. You can find the sign up sheet on Twitter or in the Nerds with Dice Discord. The game schedule is full for October. Join us tomorrow night, I believe. Is that correct? It's episode 2 of Old Gods of
Old Gods of
Appalachia.
Appalachia should be tomorrow night.
Okay, it was. When is it?
I am not sure.
Okay. These might not be as updated. The 14th, we are going to have at 8 p.m. Eastern. Eastern, the Skies of Fortune is going to be here. And then on the 17th and 24th at 8 p.m. Eastern, we will have Monster of the Week with Irvi. On the 29th at 8 p.m. Eastern, we'll have 10 Candles. And then on the 30th, 8 p.m. Eastern, we're going to have Monster of the Week with Casper, the NB Ghost.
And Old Gods of
keep in-
Appalachia should be every Friday around 8 start time.
Okay, so that would be tomorrow.
Yep.
Fantastic. Keep an eye out for even more adventures on Nerds with Dice by giving us a follow. Check out YouTube for more adventures from Nerds with Dice, including every VOD for Ironsworn is up there. So if you want to catch this horrific journey from the start, you can catch that on the YouTube channel. And if you have a story you wish to tell or a game you wish to showcase, our creator app is always open and can be found on Twitter and Blue Sky, or ask for the link in our Discord. In the meantime, we're going to throw a raid over. Do you have a one in mind?
No idea.
Okay, I've got some, so I can send us over. Let's go ahead and raid Lost Caravan RPG. And y'all have a great night.
Bye.